We heard from the police chief a short time ago. He offered a grim update on the Danforth mass shooting. The two people killed were an 18-year-old woman and a 10-year-old girl, in all likelihood just out enjoying a summer evening. And amid the chaos and the flying bullets, people dove for cover. Some ended up in a tattoo shop where the owner took action to help them before first responders arrived. Our Janice Golding is live with that part of the story. Janice.
Hi, Michelle. Well, we're live right now at Jackman and Herndale, about a block north of the Danforth. And actually, if you look behind us, you can see there are 4 lines of police tape on just one block, which is highly unusual. We're also just around the corner from the Skin Deep Tattoo Parlor. The owner there was just about to go home when people began running into her shop. So as you mentioned, she jumped into action. This is her story in her words. We spoke to her over the phone this morning. This is video shot by Tanya Wilson, a tattoo shop owner who describes in her own words the confusion and terror of last night.
I was actually just getting ready to leave, and I heard gunshots, and I went up to go see what was going on. And by the time I had reached halfway up my stairs, there was a woman and a young man freaking out and hysterical. And they were screaming about a gun, and I was trying to kind of tell them to go because I didn't know if it was an altercation.
Wilson says as soon as she realized there was a gunman on the loose and that these 2 young people had been shot, she locked the doors to her shop, turned off the lights, and brought everyone downstairs.
I was using a lamp so I could see. I checked, I put her gloves on, and I checked the wounds that they had on their legs. So I ran to the back and found an article of clothing. I tied up above the wound, and I just tried to keep them calm while I could try to reach police or ambulance.
Wilson says she couldn't get through to emergency responders by dialing 911, and she knew the couple needed help, so
I waited until I couldn't hear any gunshots or that much commotion, and I just went outside and chased down a police car and then directed them to where they were.
Paramedics took over and began treating the victims, but this morning Wilson says she's haunted by all she saw.
Honestly, I don't even think I've really processed it. I haven't gotten any sleep. I just keep replaying the whole situation in my head and thinking that if I had left even 2 seconds earlier, that could have been me.
Traumatized by a tragedy she never thought she'd ever have to witness. So a harrowing evening for so many, but also much bravery and heroism exhibited by people like Tanya Wilson. Reporting live, I'm Janice Golding. Now back to Ken and Michelle.
Thank you, Janice.